We're alive! We did it! I should be up here now. Hi! Welcome in, everybody, for episode 2 of Spaceship Zero and the Slave Ship of Despair. Before we get started, before I recap what happened in our last episode, I just want to shout out that earlier today, I was part of a charity raid stream. We are still raising money. However, we have more than doubled our original goal already within the first day. And there's more charity, more money raising for the Trevor Project. They help to prevent suicide in LGBT youth. And so for Pride Month, we are raising money specifically this weekend, but all throughout the rest of June. And if you are interested in supporting the Trevor Project, you can click on the link here. There will be auto-populating messages in the chat throughout the stream. But it's, it's a great cause to support. And if you want to go ahead and do that now, we would greatly appreciate it. I want to see us not only double or triple. I want to get us 10 times over what we can, this month. And we can only do that with your support. But without further ado, let us begin episode 2 of Spaceship Zero and the Slave Ship of Despair. Last time we met our crew, they took off from planet Earth in the far-flung futuristic year of 2000. Aboard the Spaceship Zero, they were a test crew, testing the better-than-light drive, a space engine that creates a gravitational field in front of the ship, pulling it ever forward, ever faster, beyond the speed of light, to travel far distances across the galaxy. However, something went wrong, and instead of traveling far across the galaxy, our heroes restarted the universe. That's right, a second Big Bang! Noting that that was a second Big Bang, the onboard physicist, Dr. Ashton, calculated a plot to Earth, or where they would assume Earth to be in a roughly 13 billion or so years, give or take, half a billion. Plotted their course, the group got into the hypersleep chambers, and 13 or so billion years later, were rudely awakened by the sound of alarms. A giant spacecraft grabbed them in its magno beam and pulled them in. And now, locked inside their spaceship, they are face to face with some fishy foes, perhaps. Are they friend or are they foes? All I know is that they're fish and I'm a goat. But more on that later. Let's cut now back to our team. Let's go around. Everybody can introduce themselves, and we will start with substances used. Let them know who you're playing tonight.
Hello, I'm Dion, also known as Substances Used. Tonight, I'm playing Fran Wickerbottom, the corporate executive.
And we have Frenden.
Hi, I'm Frenden, and tonight I'll be playing Lightman. He's a unionized labeler. Yeah, he has a dino labeler, and he puts labels on things. No, he's a laborer. He's an engineer. He fixes things sometimes, and most of the time he just makes an ass out of himself, like when he fused dynamically in his cryostasis with Astral Glide. And this is the result.
We have with us Jentendo.
Hello, I am Jen. Tonight I am playing Tandar, who is the captain of the Spaceship Zero.
And a good captain at that. And finally, Mr. Abstracto.
Hello, I'm Mr. Abstracto, and I'm playing Dr. Abstracto. I'm a doctor, not a streamer.
And so you are. Now, we will take you to this particular scene as we head back to the hangar of the giant fish-shaped spaceship that sucked you into it. Now these are this is a picture of the alien that has approached your ship. Last time they were trying to break in to the into the airlock, and if I remember correctly, we were supposed to go over the inventory of the ship. So you've got a few things here. Now, I said you had 2 atomic pistols. I'm going to keep that because we already said that on stream, but technically on the docket here, there's only 1. But you were lucky. Maybe Flash Lightman keistered one, you know.
I mean, I've put larger, stranger, less useful objects in my ass before.
You also have your Space Corp uniforms, 1 working spacesuit that Flash Lightman has used. You have a couple of data pads. You have let's see, some miscellaneous tools, some flashlights. You have 4 flashlights, 4 walkie-talkies, 6 fire extinguishers, some blank data tapes for 50 blank data tapes if, you know, someone wants to make captain's logs, things like that. Let's see. You have 1 first aid kit.
And I do want to make captain's logs.
You know, Captain, in case somebody wanted to make captain's logs, like the ensign, Benson, you know.
1 first aid kit, 1 emergency survival kit, 1 pad, Space Corp stationery and stylus, 1 thermos, 6 rolls of toilet paper, 1 ply unquilted, and 4 towels. And if the Hitchhiker's Guide is anything to go off of, you should never leave home without a towel.
I totally agree.
Ah, yes. So the there's from what you can tell, there's a few of these aliens. I just have the 1 picture up here as a reference of what they look like. But there was a couple of aliens in this sort of anglerfish looking kind of space car, space tram kind of thing. You guys successfully used all of the reserve power of the ship in order to blast them with your engines, melting the back car of that thing, killing 2 of those. However, some of the survivors, one of the survivors has sounded the alarm with a little kind of thingy, like transmitter, as far as you can tell, like on his belt. So you guys, you know, your characters are smart enough to kind of get the drift with the blaring sirens mean. There's probably reinforcements incoming. I'll also let you know that even though you discharged all of your reserve power, this ship does recharge its like starting mechanisms and stuff like that. It has a fuel source, but it also has like batteries and things like that in it. So while you're dead in the water for now, after some amount of time, you might be able to get this thing off the ground. But you have much more pressing matters to deal with right now, as there are aliens trying to break in. Some of them look like they have something that resembles Earth weapons. There's like a long stick that has like a trigger on it, and they're holding it kind of like you would like a rifle. You're not sure what it is. You've never seen something in that particular shape, but they're holding
Captain,
it threateningly.
It's a spring-loaded walking stick. I read about those in Ripley's Believe It or Not. They're very dangerous.
So as the aliens are hacking their way through the airlock, if I remember correctly, our captain and our mechanic had the atomic pistols trained on the door. Is that still correct?
Yes.
My innate sense of self-preservation would mean I was trying to shoot anything that was coming through the door, no matter how cute or wonderful.
Fair enough. So I will say, right now, you have 20 charges. So unless you're rounding off, like 20 charges, you got plenty of ammo in your atomic pistols, and they have a weapon damage value of 40. So the way you'll use these is they are ray guns. You should have weapon skill ray gun. If and when you fire this thing, you just roll it like a normal skill. If you succeed, you do 40 damage plus whatever your roll was, and then we reduce that damage by whatever their armor is. And then obviously whatever weapons they have they'll affect you and whatever your armor is.
Captain, it occurs to me that I've read 0 books on the use of atomic ray guns and am merely a heavy weapons man. Does anyone else have any more experience with these kinds of weapons?
I do believe Fran is hiding unsuccessfully, and I do not know if Abstracto has made it back from the med bay.
Captain, I have like 0% ability to land a shot with these things.
Let me...
You're the most able-bodied. Look at Benson. He's crying in the corner.
I mean, Benson is basically a negative percentile doing anything other than be a whimpering simpleton.
We need to make sure that Fran is protected, because if we lose one of the executive folks on this trip, they'll have our asses.
And I won't get paid.
You will not.
What if we use Benson as sort of a meat Kevlar for Fran?
Benson, protect Fran at all costs.
Even your life.
Especially your life.
Captain.
Special.
Wait, especially?
I mean,
Shelley will hear of your bravery.
Yeah. In about 15 billion years.
Oh,
She won't
my
hear
sweet
about it.
Shelley.
You won't
My
tell her.
sweet, sweet Shelley. I'll do
I mean, it's
anything
either that-
for her.
Okay. Well, then do this for Fran and Shelley.
So you're gonna give Benson the laser pistol? Is that what I'm
No,
doing?
we just want Benson to be an inert meat shield for Fran.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna have Benson looking for some kind of something. I'm gonna roll a check here.
Rolling the check to see if Benson doesn't fall in love with Fran and they reenact the movie The Bodyguard.
I'm almost. So I haven't found his. I haven't found Ensign Benson's stats yet in the book, but that said, I'm almost positive he doesn't have any skill score at an 82. So he fails to find anything useful. Playing into character, I like it. And yeah, unless Fran or Abstracto, do you guys have any last minute plans as these aliens get closer and closer to breaking their way in?
I'm hiding. That's my plan. I'm
Fair.
hiding.
I like the idea that Benson is also further outing Fran's inability to hide successfully by now standing directly where Fran is
Yeah,
hiding.
my boots are just sticking out from between his legs as he stands over my boots. Like,
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Dr. Abstracto is also failing to hide because he's bleeding everywhere.
That is true. You failed to keister a bottle of whiskey in the last episode, and you might need a doctor of your own.
Keister is such a word. I just want to say keister is such a word.
It is. I like it.
Such a word.
All right. So with your plans in place and no further actions, I think at this point it's just a matter of time before they break their way in to the ship. So fast forward, it's a tense about a minute, maybe 2 minutes tops for them to hack their way through the higher security inner airlock door.
Mhm.
But when they do break in, are you just immediately going to fire, or are you gonna wait to see if they try and parlay, or what's the immediate plan as the airlock doors fling open and the aliens take one step beyond the door?
These aliens have come onto our ship, the Spaceship Zero. I will not have this. They did not ask to board. They've forced their way onto our ship. They're unwelcome. We'll fire at their heads. What?
I have a feeling that after I vaporized a few of the engines, even if they were friendly, it'd be too late.
Yeah. And also, this module is called the Slave Ship. So.
Oh, wait. Let me check. Oh, it is. Oh, shit. Yeah, no, I don't think these are good people.
After all the chaos that's just ensued, not knowing what these creatures are, I am like I'm trying to prove myself, Captain. I want to really oh my god, I really want to be like, can you put down beans for dad, please?
Sorry. I messed up the music. I'm sorry.
I would be ready to fire.
Awesome.
We're gonna die.
With you
ready to reroll characters.
Being ready
to
fire, I'm gonna let you guys have a surprise round. I don't know if that's in the rules a surprise round, but it seems to me that you immediately opening fire as the doors open up is probably a surprise. So I'll let you guys roll those checks while I head over to how do we start? Where's the community?
So in fairness, because I'm terrible with ray guns, what I would have done is slid it over to Benson and Fran's position and then stood by the door with my dukes up, ready to punch an alien face.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So last time I thought I had set up the channel point rewards for the community goal for drama time. I thought I had set it up so it would automatically trigger when you guys redeemed the channel points, but apparently that didn't work last time, so I'm just starting off the community goal right away. If you guys hit that, we will do something called drama time. And that is where the players can only speak in character. They must either type in a chat to let me know what they're trying to do, and I will narrate their actions, something akin to our mechanic, Flash Lightman, strolls over to the computer screen to try and hack it for some information, and then...
Oh my god, what's a computer? I've never seen this before.
Confused and bewildered, Flash Lightman smashes his fist onto the keyboard. Things like that, right? So if you guys complete that goal, we'll do a scene in drama time. So, let us see what the results of your attacks were.
I'm going to shoot. Oh no, I failed. I was so close.
Your ray gun fires and goes wide. Flash, you also had an attack readied.
I did. I am ready to punch these Gilman in their bowls. And I missed by a single point.
Oh no.
As the laser blast fires off, melting a tiny hole in the ceiling above the fishy alien stepping on board the ship, it reflexively ducks just in time for your fist to whiff right over his fish bowl helmet. I would like everybody now to roll for initiative. The way you do that is, I believe you roll a d10 plus... Well, you should have it on your sheets. There should be an initiative modifier. But it is a d10, and then you also have a modifier.
I'm so disappointed in you. Usually my fisting has a better result.
What is the modifier on it?
I am looking that up.
Oh, it's balance. It's a dodge, right? Balance dodge.
No, it's its own like small plus system that's similar to D&D bonuses.
I got 0, so I'm
okay.
a 1. I don't think that's a good thing.
I'm a 1 as well. That's all I have.
I don't think it's a good thing.
Oh, you rolled a 1 in addition to being a +0. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
You're +8. How are you +8? My God.
So you're
+1.
So let me find these
guys
in here.
I just realized I just do drama time the whole game anyway. Is that okay? I'm an asshole.
My God.
Alright.
Jeff, I have a quick question.
Yes.
So each session we start with a 0 die. If we
Yes.
didn't use a 0 die last session, do we start with 2 today? Or is it just
sure.
like if you're at
Yeah.
0, you go to... Okay. All right.
I'm
I'm
fine
at 2
with that.
0 dice.
Yeah, plus
Me
1
too.
at the start of the show.
Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. I
Oh,
got
no,
2 0
Taylor,
die.
you're a victim of Tiltify. Oh no. I will mention the Tiltify charity links have been having issues with PayPal not working. I have some money in my bank account, so if you guys don't go crazy with the donations, I could cover like $200 to $300, of charity. Waiting for the money to transfer into my bank account on Monday. It really, really sucks that this happened on a weekend, right? Because I can't just instantly transfer the funds to donate if someone wanted to go real crazy, right? But you can always use the Streamlabs link that is in the chat right now, and I will forward on that money. I will also say though, the GPay, Google Pay, that works too. If you feel like putting your credit card information in to that is like a step, removed from just giving your credit card information to Tiltify. So if you feel comfortable with that, the Google Pay option does work, or you can use the Streamlabs link instead. And I will forward on any money that I get. But I still need to
I did hear that some major websites were having some internet problems today. Like there was some coordinated attacks or outages, something like that. So that might be what the PayPal problem is.
Damn.
It may not be anything we can do anything about. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Add custom item. So we're gonna go with Fran. You don't have any initiative bonus?
Nope.
All right.
I am not fast.
So Flash is first.
Ah.
Or actually, wait. Sorry.
I tied with Fran. Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Alien 1 goes first. They rolled a 10. Then Flash, then Fran.
Nice.
Then Abstracto.
Let's get dangerous.
And then 2. And then Captain Tandar.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna put Benson and oh god, Ashton. I have such a hard time remembering Ashton's name. I'm gonna leave those zeros because I input them in the right order. I don't know if people on stream here. I'll move the turn order to where people can see it down at the bottom of the screen right there. And here we go. Alien number 1. Recovering from the surprise attack, this creature does it have a weapon?
No, it's the nerd hacker. It has nothing.
I'm the fish janitor. Oh.
So
I just
it
unlocked
is going
doors.
to. Where the f is that stat?
So I'm not surprised to see Benson hedging over there. Benson hedges, you know what I'm saying? Solo and initiative.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Put,
Okay, so
put Flash in the airlock.
I slap Benson before I go.
I wait for my entire turn to put you in the airlock that doesn't work anymore.
Why'd you put me in here? I can just walk right out. We have no power. The door will not close.
Sorry.
All right.
You're gonna murder me. Do it right.
No.
Flash. You see this alien. Like you said, he's got a big long stick. It's got a little trigger on it. He pulls the trigger. Electricity alights on the end, and he just shoves it out towards you. But you are fast enough to dodge out of the way, and he misses. That will bring us back to you.
They don't call me slow dark man. And then I wind up and I try to punch. I am a 40 on success for this. I do not succeed. Oh my god, he's so quick and slick. These fishmans.
Yeah, you would think for their rotundity and the turgidity of their water-filled spacesuits that they would not be as quick as they are.
Getting a little turgid myself, these descriptions.
I hate that word. It's great. Least favorite word.
Fran, from behind the desk, you can hear the sounds of combat. You can also see and smell urine as Benson pees himself.
I kick Benson out from under the desk and immediately move under another desk that has no pee. And so I'm trying to hide again in the middle of the chaos. So
all right,
that's a successful hide under 30.
Hell yeah. You move across the room and hide under a different bank of computers. As far as anyone is concerned, you have disappeared.
I'm gone.
That brings us to Abstracto.
Dr. Abstracto would like to heal himself. Have I actually taken damage? Do I
You
need to heal
have not taken it.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll just say I superficially healed myself.
I do not know how much damage someone with broken glass in their butt would take. That's not in the rules.
I don't have enough Mad Dog 2020 to find out.
Oh god. Oh no.
Please don't put it in the rules. We don't need it in the rules.
I mean, I got some information from Toren just yesterday or today. Their Green Ronin's digital copy of the game is moving forward, and there is room for errata. So, glass in the butt. might be.
No,
Jesus
Jeff, that's erotica, not errata. Okay.
Oh my
Oh, sorry.
God.
I'm sorry. I get confused, guys. I get confused.
Oh, Lord. Lordy, lordy.
But yes, Abstracto, you do not, in fact, have to heal yourself. You can. You have a self replicating butthole that healed itself over in the last 20 seconds.
Oh my God.
I win the game.
That is the only
Listen.
part of you that does that, though.
Listen, he has just given you an extreme power in this game, Abby.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
important
that's
to
what
note.
I'm saying.
Okay.
I just won the game. That's
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, you
Why
had
am I
Fix
the
your
captain?
laws.
If you can manage to get only injured in your butthole, then yes.
Right.
You have a prison purse of holding, and I'm jealous.
It took 41 minutes before this got weird. I just want us to do a time check. It took 41 minutes before we got weird. We
It's
did
a bag. It's a bag of holding.
That's fair.
Jesus Christ.
That's fair. You know,
I would like to
wouldn't
check
be
for a
stream.
ray gun
Yes,
Nice.
in your
in
butt.
the.
I did-
ray.
I did slide one towards you and Fran's direction, so because I can't use it well. So there is one near you on the floor.
Oh,
Probably.
I didn't know that. I'm trained in ray gun.
Well, the between the two of you, whoever's up at initiative.
I mean, it's Abstracto. You're up. There is a ray gun within reach.
I take the ray gun.
All right. You have the ray gun. Let me refresh you on its. It does 40 base damage plus whatever you roll on a successful hit.
Cool.
Also, critical hits are just automatic successes, which not exactly sure, based on the rules, how or why that matters, because it I didn't see that there was any bonuses to it.
It probably gives you like a. Yeah, I guess I don't remember in the quick start.
Yeah. All it said was that they're automatic hits,
It's a
but
success.
it didn't say
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was like it didn't say that there was like extra damage or anything.
I think that's probably the benefit of being able to roll, like, if I only have like a 50 and it rolling like a 55 and getting a critical success. Right?
Our doubles crits in this system though. I'm not sure if it's like
No.
Zweihander.
Oh, that's
See,
fair.
that's why I think that's why I'm a little confused because I had the same thought, Jen, and then I was like, wait, I don't think doubles are.
That's
No,
fair.
it's just if you hit your skill score exactly, regardless of.
Okay.
I think the reason it's important is because if you have bonuses or reductions to your skill score, hitting your number exactly is still a critical hit. So if
Gotcha. So it gives you one more chance at getting that crit.
Yeah.
Getting that landing something. Gotcha.
Right. So like I forget what 0G was, but I think like 0G was like what -30 or something to all of your rolls. Or like to your skill scores or something ridiculous. Like it's insane. It's like an insane detriment. But if you still hit your actual skill score for something, you succeed, even though it's well higher than what it should be for 0G.
Cool. Cool.
So
right,
picking up your ray gun and now knowing how to use it for us, because we're all learning this system together.
Wee.
What is
I'm going
your
to
action?
go to wherever the entrance to the Zero is, and I'm gonna post up like I'm waiting for somebody to come through that.
Well, there is an alien standing in the doorway that Flash has been
Oh.
going toe to toe with.
Cool. Can I shoot at him?
Yes, you can.
Uh-oh.
Take 91. I don't think you have that high of a.
I don't. I was 30.
Dumped all my points into ray guns. I'm a doctor what kills everything.
Oh no, if only there was a channel point redemption that could give someone a reroll right now.
Right, Rachel. Do you want that?
He has. Yeah.
Rachel redeemed take 2 for Frenden just
There's one for
now.
all of us. There's one for all of us right now. Taylor redeemed one for me earlier. I saw one from Butters to Dion. I saw
can
one
re-roll
for Abby, and then I saw one
Yeah,
for Frenden.
Go ahead. You got one earlier, Rachel said.
I still didn't get it. That was
Oh,
closer
no.
though.
37. Still a miss.
Yeah, it's still a miss.
Alrighty. In that case, we move on to Alien 2. Alien 2 pushes their way past the fracas between our faithful engineer and the guy who hacked the doorway. Again, with what now you're maybe thinking is perhaps a cattle prod. This alien rushes at you, Captain Tandar, as you are also standing up and have a gun.
Fair. Fair.
Ooh. So we hit on this. Let me just double check. I think I remember. All right, so I add. There it is. So add that. Okay, so your incoming damage is going to be 59. Let me see where.
Hey, Jeff, do you have all GM rolls hidden on roll 20?
Yes.
Okay.
Do. Would you like me to roll in the open?
I think it's like fun as a player to see like, oh shit, I just got hit hard. I don't know. It's up to you, dude. I just was asking if it was purposeful. I didn't know.
Yeah, I was keeping them hidden, but I don't really care one way or the other.
Okay, cool.
I am trying to find where your guys' like suits and stuff are. I don't know what your armor would be. I don't know if you guys have armor.
I'm armored by my faith in capitalism. I am a shiftless scab for capitalism.
I thought you got radicalized.
No, see, I was pro union and like my actual politics last game, but then the Astral Glide and I were in the now I'm just all about that.
Now you're Elon Musk.
Oh, don't say that. No, I'm back to being a communist. Forget this. It's over.
Here we go. So you guys, you're just in your like, you're just in your normal, jumpsuits, right?
That's not my music.
So that doesn't. It's just those are just cotton. It looks like they're just normal like denim or cotton things. Fortunately, it doesn't look like that is any actual armor benefit.
We're smoking.
Toren
So
actually said if they're just in their jumpsuits, they wouldn't be any armor.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So yeah, no armor, unfortunately. So that means no damage reduction coming to you, Captain Tandar. So 59 damage. You take 1 superficial wound at 59 damage.
I can't see.
It takes 2 rounds for someone to perform a first aid check to heal you during combat.
Okay.
Let me.
I don't have any first aid ability. I'm so useless.
But you are up, Captain Tandar.
Shooting at this thing.
Yeah.
Shooting at its stupid face. So I'm gonna use my reroll because I really want to shoot it.
Fair enough.
Nope, worse.
Oof. All right. With miss, we have Benson and Ashton. Benson and Ashton don't have any weapons, so they're just going to they're just going to be, defensive. Unfortunately, I don't know where their stats are, so I don't know how much defense they can give, but I'm just going to say I feel like 10% is okay. Like, I feel like they'd probably have a dodge of at least 10 to do that. So they will both dodge this turn, bringing us back to Alien 1, going toe-to-toe with Flash. The 95, he misses, swinging wildly and frantically. His pole shocky thing gets jammed up against the door frame, and he has to take a second to wrench it out. But while he's trying to wrench it out, Flash, you see an opening.
Oh no. I think the only thing I can do is try to punch him so hard he forgets what he was doing. And I'm gonna try to punch something again. This is the third time. God,
You do have a reroll.
I know I'm using it. I swing once, I miss. I swing a second time, and I land.
There you go.
Yeah, so since you're just doing fisticuffs, I believe it is, you don't have like a weapon, so I believe you just add your strength to that number, and that is the damage that you're dealing at.
44.
Nice.
44. That is a lot of damage. I'm going to get a pen and write this down real quick. But while I do that, Fran, it is your turn.
Okay. I would like to do the rule of cool with one of my 0 dice.
Okay.
ZM, Jeff, as you may know, I have a certain skill that is a 0 skill and is very highly trained. I would like it to be within reason that upon entering the ship, I smuggled a little special present in case I needed it in an emergency like this.
Okay.
And I'd like to state that I just so happen to be under my own desk at the moment, and just reach into my desk and pull out a hand grenade.
I will let you rule of cool this, that you have one hand grenade.
Yes, perfect. All right, I'm gonna pocket that, and that's my turn.
All right.
We're gonna see what happens.
Dr. Mr. Abstracto. I'm sorry about getting these scenes right, you guys. Oh, I'm juggling a lot of stuff here.
Told you to put your... Never mind. Put them away.
All right. I'm going to try to toss my ray gun to Fran.
All
right.
right.
What would
I am ready to receive.
Let's see.
Would
so
you...
Fran, you and Fran were near each other, but Fran left that console to go across the room. Make a throw check for me. I think that's a basic skill, so there should be like thrown or throwing or something along those lines. I believe it might be a weapons skill. But we'll just use it for tossing.
I was gonna say, could he just like slide it across the floor?
I mean, he could, but he said throw.
He already
so...
yeeted it.
He also did say throw it or toss it. So...
Oh, did he? Yeah.
It's 33. Does that hit or not?
I don't know. I appear to have not put it in my abilities. Somehow.
Fair
It
enough.
might be a 0 then.
Um,
I doubt it.
throw is your balance score times 2, I think.
Oh, is it one of the basic ones?
Yeah, it's one of the
Yeah.
base ones, like heave and all that.
Oh, then
Okay.
no. I didn't.
Well, you should have a base score that you can double. What's your strength score?
Your throw is a 24.
Okay.
Your throw is a 24. So the 33 misses. It doesn't get directly into Fran's hand, but it slides and lands nearby. It would be an action for you to get to it and pick it up because that wasn't successful on your turn, Fran. But that's going to bring us to Alien 2. Alien 2 was the one in combat with our captain, Tandar. It is going to try and cattle prod you yet again, and with an 85, I believe that was sorry. Trying to talk is hard after already streaming for 2 hours today. Having tried to hit it before and it successfully dodging, it did not end up in an advantageous position for it to then attack you back. And we will move on here to you, Captain Tandar.
Okay, I'm gonna try to fire with the ray gun again. Hey, there we go. That's a hit. So that's 24 plus 40, so that's 64 damage.
64 damage. All right.
They call that the Nintendo hit.
So let's see here.
Nintendo 64. It was ultra good.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm not God. I may be a god, but not the god.
I look down, I have a light gun in my hand. What is happening?
You look up, the fishmen are ducks. You look over, Frenden is a dog laughing at you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I could have helped better if I wasn't in that airlock.
Where is my cheat code here for
Up, down, left, right,
Hydronaut
ABC, start.
armor?
Oh,
Hydronaut. Alright, what was your, you said your total damage was what?
64.
64. Okay. That is going to be reduced very slightly. But
2-0.
no, not by much. He takes 59
Nice.
damage.
Hey, samesies. He dealt 59 to me.
An eye for an eye, and a roll for a roll.
All right, that brings us back to Benson and Ashton, who are going to continue to cower because, again, they don't have any weapons. There aren't any. There's just the 2 atomic pistols on the ship. Benson's crying. He's weeping incoherently about Shelly. And you know, he would be continuing to pee himself if, you know, he still had anything left in the tank. But he doesn't, and that would bring us back to Alien 1 facing off with Flash. He's going to swing his little cattle prod thing again, and I believe that is going to hit. Let me just double check his attack skill real fast. Weapon, melee, yes. Okay, so that is going to be whatever, 53 incoming damage. to you as he hits you right in the gut with this long, like 5-foot long pole with a little cattle prod on the end, and just shocks you. Your muscles all cramp up and everything. Let's see. It's your turn. Can you fight through the pain in order to fight this fat fish man?
I just got shocked in my delicate abdominal muscles. But I'm gonna try to punch you in whatever you have that might be called the groinal region. And I do it so successfully.
Hell,
It's beautiful. I just decimate his groinal region for 44 points of damage. Or no, I'm sorry, it's 3 plus 20, 23. 23 this time.
23. All right. God. Math. This is why I use calculators most of the time, but I don't have a calculator tonight. I'm doing it all by hand. Hey, Fran. Talking about accounting and things.
Yeah.
So you've got a grenade, and a few feet away, if you wanted to shuffle over there and grab it, it's an atomic pistol laying on the ground.
I think I'm gonna shuffle and get the pistol.
All right. Using your action to grab that pistol. That brings us over to Abstracto.
Yes. Abstracto wants to move to the captain to do some healing.
All right. Now, you are going to start making.
Oh, hey Jeff, sorry, real quick. I just thought my attack didn't have reduced damage by his armor. Just FYI, it probably should have. I just realized that.
Thank you.
Sorry, my bad.
Thank you for keeping me honest.
I thought maybe he didn't have armor and I was going to shoot at him next time.
No,
I will
they're
murder
both
him.
they're both in spacesuits, but you're right. Thank you for keeping me honest. It's pretty easy math there at least. So, but yes, thank you. But yes, Abstracto. You are trying to heal Tandar as she's in combat with an alien foe. This is gonna take 2 rounds and can be easily interrupted. So I'll let you decide. Do you want to make your check now, and then it'll go through in 2 rounds if it's not interrupted, or do you want to make the attempt next round if you don't get interrupted between now and then?
I'm pretty sure if it is interrupted, you can still do first aid on that specific wound.
Yes.
So yeah, okay. So it's not a total loss if you do try it now.
And just for clarification, what does the 0 skill first aid part mean?
So your 0 skill, if you roll a 0 and it's a successful roll, you get a 0 point. You'll have a maximum amount that you can bank, and you could do things like the rule of cool, like Fran did, or you can jump up in initiative. You can roll a second d10, and we'll add that to your initiative roll from the beginning. And there's a few other things that you can also do. The quick start sheet that I sent you in the Google Docs is going to have it, and that PDF that we sent will also have the other things.
All right. Well, like a top-heavy washing machine with flat feet, I'm going in.
All right.
I'm gonna do it now.
Do it
so do
now.
I need to roll it now?
Yeah, roll it. If you're gonna do it now, roll it now, and then hopefully the alien doesn't somehow interrupt you in the process. So close to rolling a 0. Is a 31 a success though?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, it's very much a success.
Alrighty. Speaking of Alien 2, it is now that alien's turn, and wouldn't you guess it, folks? This thing's seeing someone applying something to its enemy's wounds. So, and they're not super smart, but they're not dumb either. This thing is going to try and attack you, Abstracto, to prevent you from actually healing Captain Jentendo. And with a 66, that is a miss. You're
Something's amiss here.
Ooh.
You're a small statured little guy. You're bleeding all over the place, so you're lubed up from bottles breaking. You managed to dip, dive, and duck your way out of this attack. So at the end of your next turn, we'll be able to apply healing to Captain Tandar. But that,
Cool.
speaking of Tandar, you are still injured, but it is your turn.
I missed with the ray gun, but I'm going to use the reroll that Ray gave me to reroll my ray gun. That it was somehow worse. I don't know how. If I ever want to roll 2 higher than the roll that I had before, I know that I will utilize a reroll.
Alrighty. That is going to bring us over.
I'd like to think it's the healing that Abby is doing to me that is causing me to I'm like, whoa, and like my gun goes up, and I'm like,
Yeah,
that feels good. I'm like, pew.
It's like a mentholated Neosporin. He's just like slapping on your wound there. It's definitely refreshing, but also unexpected.
Yes.
Again, Benson and Ashton just taking that 10 in dodge just in case either of these two aliens decide to turn their focus on to them, but they are both pretty dang preoccupied by our heroes. Alien 1 is going to make an attack at Flash, still with his cattle prod. That's 23. That is going to be another hit. Coming in at 38 damage.
Oh no, I only seem to feel about 119 out of 200 as far as the constitution of my body goes right now. Ow! Ow for approximately 80 some odd points.
Fair enough, but it sounds to me like you have a constitution strong enough to continue the fight against this alien.
It's true, I have a copy of the United States Constitution in my pocket, and it gives me strength in these times. And I've punched you once in the nards. How do you feel about twice? I don't know what you got down there, but I'm about to make caviar out of them balls. And I attempt.
Cloaca.
Oh, that's cloaking me crazy. And I miss.
Dang. You're swinging hard and you're swinging fast. That is going to take us over to Fran Wickerbottom, now armed with an atomic pistol and a Space Corp brand fragmentation grenade.
I'm going to use a 0 dice as I turn my failure to hit with the ray gun into a regular success with the lucky shot 0 dice feature.
L to the yes.
So I just kind of shakily aim with my 4 skill points in ray gun and just fire. and it bounces off the ceiling and ricochets into the fish dude. And does what? I would assume, since I'm using the 0 dice feature, I don't add this 66 damage to the 40, right?
No.
Would I just add the
I
4
don't
from my
actually
ray gun?
know. I don't actually know. So for right now, which guy are you going after?
The one on Frenden, the one
Or-
on Flash.
So for right now, I'm going to take off 41. Unless Toren is still in the chat and he can let me know what happens in this particular situation. If it's a minimal success, then it's a 1 plus the damage value of the... Okay, so cool. My
Okay,
instincts
cool.
were correct.
Nice.
I figured that's what it would be, because the 1 is like the lowest number you can roll. That's a success that still adds damage. So I figured turning a failure into a success was just a add 1 to the damage roll. So cool.
Fair.
I'm learning about the system.
We're all learning.
I'm getting smarter. Speaking of
I'm just getting dumber all the time.
and speaking of smarts, you got to be smart to be a doctor. Dr. Abstracto. You are still healing. Would you like to describe exactly how you're doing that?
Well, I'm going through a series of reaching into my pockets and twisting things around and spitting on things and throwing whiskey on stuff, and the whole time I'm yelling, "Listen, have you ever licked the hairs off a left-eyed worm? You just need to trust me. I'm a doctor."
He's got a funnel.
Yeah.
A funnel shoved in Jen's mouth, and it's just pouring whiskey down it.
I trust him.
Tastes like victory.
So, Captain Tandar, what is your brawn score?
My
you'll
brawn score is
add
12.
12. So, you heal for 43. You add your brawn to the skill check that was successful. So 31 plus 12 is 43, I believe. So you heal for 43.
Sweet. Thank you kindly.
That music was interestingly triumphant, and I did not plan that. That's pretty freaking cool. I had it on suspenseful like music, so I don't know why I just heard like really like triumphant chime there, but whatever. Alien 2, not too happy with Abstracto for applying some kind of bandage to this person's wound that is trying to murder it. And so it is going to try and cattle prod you right in the face, Dr. Abstracto, seeing if it can't get some revenge, and it cannot.
Pow, right in the kisser.
I'm too short.
Yeah. You know, he's used to fighting.
I'm fun size, not hurt size.
Exactly. You know, you would think that being soaked in alcohol would make you more susceptible to electricity, but somehow it provides a buffer. And it just doesn't land. It just doesn't land the way it needs to do anything to you, leaving an opening for Captain Tandar.
Well, let's see if we can do this. That is a success.
Nice.
So I was looking for under 55. So that is 100 and no, it's at 84. 84 damage.
84 damage. Holy moly.
It's been 84 years.
Brain. I believe it's whoops. Not Not 100 and that number. It's just that number. I can do math. Don't make fun of me. I know what I'm doing, you guys.
Nuh-uh. Math is
Benson.
hard.
Benson and Ashton still dodging, cowering and waiting for all of this to end. Alien 1.
How does Alien 2 look? Like,
Alien 2 looks pretty fucked up. Like,
okay.
pretty fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we mean like in terms of the sociology? Like, is it that they're just not attractive to other fish people? Like, what kind of fucked up are we talking?
Injured, but also yes.
Aw, not comely. Aw.
Not at all. No. God, that completely derailed my train of thought. I was going to. Oh, right. I have to roll more initiatives. A 3 and a 7. All right, they're gonna come in towards the end. 1 is going to be right before Captain Tandar. 1's gonna be right after Abstracto. Oh god, that's gonna put 3 aliens all in a row. I don't want that. So I'm gonna, just DM this. I'm gonna say that 1 happens after Tandar, and 1 happens after Benson. Yeah. As reinforcements have finally arrived. All right, so I'm gonna put that there. But it is still Alien 1's turn here in the turn order. Alien 1 is going to attempt a fishy prod at you, Flash. 72 does not connect. You are just too nimble. Too goddamn nimble.
Flash be nimble, Flash be quick, Flash dodge under that shocky stick.
Indeed you do. But how do you respond to its attack against you?
I'm gonna attempt to punch him right in his dumb bowl. All right. I do not punch him successfully, and their abysmally high body score. It remains high.
Yeah, this fight, you're just too. I feel like your skill levels in combat are very you're very evenly matched. When one dodges, the other dodges. If one hits, the other one hits. Maybe you're locked in, some kind of bear hug kind of struggle. But things either way are not, you're not gaining or losing ground very quickly. And that is going to bring us over to Fran Wickerbottom.
Yes, I am curious about how throwing this grenade would work. Do I do an explosives check to kind of just know how to work the thing and how to trajectorize it and all that?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so. Or wait, did we figure out that was explosives, or did we figure out that was a throwing weapon?
So that's why I'm unsure of. I couldn't remember.
Don't
I know that
remember
there's
what we
like
decided on when we talked about that in our
yeah, because there's no weapon category for thrown weapons. There's just a throw skill, and then there's the explosive skill.
Yeah, I feel
Throw
like
it. So it'd be a throw. Oh god.
Hold a pin and throw it. Yeah.
What if I
True.
want to roll it instead? Because my throw is not good.
You throw. So is Toren, is explosives then for like diffusing like landmines and stuff, or they're like, or like setting up like explosive traps? Because if you wanted to be yes
Oh.
and deadening, okay. So
Oh.
I'll if you wanted to, if you want to flip flop those, because I know we were under the impression that explosives would be the skill. I'm willing to let you change out those skills.
No, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna
Okay.
keep it. That can be useful for something else. I'm gonna let's see. All right. I am going to use my silver tongue perk. And so once per game session, I have the ability to make anyone believe anything. The lie doesn't even have to be plausible, simply delivered in the most convincing manner. I make an unopposed persuade test, and I deliver it to any number of people who are listening. So I'm gonna try and do it and dramatically pose, throwing, like not throwing, but holding the grenade high into the air, and just say, "This will blow this entire spaceship to kingdom come! Back off our ship!" And persuade test, please work. Oh, I get a reroll. I got a reroll. I still
Knew it.
fail. Okay, so the unopposed persuade test did not work. I can try this again later. But yeah, I do that. And I very much am just posing there for my turn.
Uh, Hey Jeff, I have a
Yes.
question.
Yes.
I did 84 damage to that guy, and according to the rules, that should have been an aggravated wound,
Oh, that's right.
unless
80 is the thing, isn't it?
which means he might
Ooh.
black out if he doesn't make an endure check before he
Nice.
goes
This is
again.
true.
Because I was trying to figure out, I was like, do superficial wounds do
Yeah,
anything
I
to
thought
me? Because
no, I forgot about the endurance check. I knew the aggravated wounds does 10 bleed damage at the start of your turn when you have an aggravated wound, but I forgot about the endurance check. Endure is a 60.
Oh, that's high.
I roll a 92.
Oh,
So he blacks out.
nice.
He blacks out. Thank you for
He's
catching that.
Hey.
You done blackened that fish. I've done that at campfires before.
Hell yeah! Thank you for remembering that, because I did not.
Yeah, I was asking I wasn't sure if Toren would respond, if Toren would answer. I don't expect Toren to, but I was like, maybe Toren knows this while you're GMing. And yeah,
Right.
that's what I was asking in chat, but yep.
Mea culpa. But with that guy passed out on the floor, there are two other fishy aliens that have just entered into the ship after a long run across the hangar to get there. Abstracto, before you take your turn, you hear one of the fish things say something, and you all turn to this because this thing's speaking in a broken English, and it doesn't look the same as the other fish things. It looks somehow more human-like. Like the fins on it are a lot smaller. It's got like a more human looking nose. For your best guess, this is some kind of hybrid creature. That has been, you know, half human, half fish alien. And it says, directing this towards Fran, it says, I can tell you don't have the grit to blow this ship up. You all better surrender. We have many more reinforcements on their way, and there's no way you can win. But it's your turn, Abstracto.
Well, then Dr. Abstracto is going to do what he feels is best in this scenario. and he is going to wrap himself around the leg of the fish alien fighting Flash.
Okay. That would be a grapple maneuver. So that is going to be a heave roll, which is a skill, but you increase your heave skill by whatever your strength number is. So if like your heave was a 40 and your strength was a 10, you'd be rolling 50 or lower. Heave for him plus his strength.
I need a 33.
All right. I believe so this uses Price is Right rules. Whoever succeeds, and if one succeeds and the other fails, obviously the person who succeeds wins the challenge. If you both succeed, it's whoever is closer to their I think. Yeah. It says whoever rolls the highest without going over their skill score wins. Yeah, if the attacker wins, the defender is grappled, and if the defender wins, they escape the grapple. I think he still has to make a fisticuffs roll to start a grapple if he's not already grappling, and then it's a heave contest. Oh, that is something I missed when making my own notes. So in that case, roll fisticuffs. I want to play by the rules, Toren, so I'm glad you're here to keep me honest. Because I mean, you know, I haven't seen any episodes of this around, so I'd like to get it as right as possible. So fisticuffs, that hits. Is that 19 hit?
Yep.
So then the question, Toren, would be, does that fisticuffs roll do damage before he begins to grapple? But I believe we'll continue on. Okay, so no damage. And now we'll do our contested heave plus strength here. I rolled an 86. What are you going to roll, Abstracto? You said you have to beat a 33?
Yeah.
All right, so we both fail. And because your fisticuffs was attempting to grapple and not damage him, no damage has been made. You take a swipe at his leg and try and hold on. He shakes you loose, much like an angry chihuahua into a swimming pool in summer that you'll have to fish out of the pool with a one of those net things for the leaves. That's, you know, didn't happen to me.
Word.
That story's that I don't know. That was just something I made up. Stop looking at me like that. Stop judging me. As Alien 2 is passed out and we go to Captain Tandar.
So I hear the stand down order. I know how difficult it was to take one of these folks down. I know that there are a handful, and so I will order the crew to stand down and surrender.
As you say that, Benson lets out a wail. Shelly! I'll never see my Shelly again.
I slap him with a bonus action.
Fair enough.
Using my second wind. No.
He takes 4,000 damage and no.
Then he dies.
And then he dies. So to the rest of you, are you going to heed your captain's words and surrender?
The only thing I need to put down is these fists, and if Captain wants me to make that happen, that's what I'm about to do. And I solemnly bow my head and lower my fisticuffs.
Dr. Abstracto wraps himself around Flash's leg in fear.
I pat you on the head. Do you still have that whiskey in your asshole? I may need it.
I put the ray gun and the grenade down on the floor and then put my hands up.
All right.
Put your hands up.
As you guys all surrender, Benson says meekly, "We come in peace," hoping that might do something. But at this point, let's be honest, that ain't gonna do shit. The hybrid orders you all to get into one of those anglerfish looking carts. And as they start taking you across the hangar towards a giant garage door looking thing that's slowly moving upwards, and revealing a darkened passageway beyond, we are going to go take a quick bathroom break. We'll be right back.
You've heard about the Star Cruiser, the Star Skipper, and the Space Hopper, but Space Corp would like to introduce you to our newest rocket yet. Brand new for the year 2000, Space Corp is unveiling the Spaceship Zero, the first ever ship of its kind outfitted with a new interstellar engine we call the Better Than Light drive. Better than light, you ask? Why, yes. Our new proprietary technology outpaces the competition when it comes to light speed drives. Our new engine creates a gravitational field in front of the ship, effectively turning the Spaceship Zero into a sled sliding down an infinitely long hill. The best part is the BTL drive can create a gravitational pull so strong it propels the Zero faster than the speed of light. And it does it with less fuel than our competitors, who are still limited by light speed. Be sure not to miss our inaugural flight on June 5th of this year. Are you living a boring life? Sick of the drab surroundings at the office? Tired of the monotony of your daily routine? Then look no further, adventure seekers. Space Corp is the place for you. Join our team of scientists, engineers, pilots, and staff. Adventure in the stars await all those who seek a break from the rigors of modern life. Take a break from Earth, explore Mars, mine resources in the asteroid belt. Perhaps you'll even be lucky enough to be the first human to make contact with an alien species. There are no limits to how far you can go with Space Corp. Head to your local recruitment center today to sign up for a life-changing adventure. Remember the days when families could leave their doors unlocked at night? It's a sad truth, but as the world gets smaller and global pressures surround us, more and more people find themselves the target of violence. We here at Space Corp seek to preserve the golden age of our country, a time when people could feel safe in their houses and not need to worry about threats lurking in the dark of night, just waiting for a chance to steal what you value most. Introducing a newfound peace of mind, the Atomizer from Space Corp. Say goodbye to your rusted old service revolver and your hunting shotguns for home security, and say hello to the future. With the Atomizer, you'll only need one shot to put down any home intruders and would-be murderers. That's right, just one shot, even a glancing blow, and this new energy weapon will dissolve the no-good ne'er-do-well into a pile of fine particles that you can suck up with your handy-dandy Space Corp wall-mounted vacuum-suck hand vacuum. Find both at a retailer near you. Summer's here. Mom is baking pies, Dad is dusting off the grill, and the kids are getting ready for a summer of fun cookouts and pool parties. To celebrate our great nation's birth and independence, we at Space Corp want to remind you that we value your communities and your families. That's why this summer, we are happy to announce our new war suit. 8 feet tall, oxygen tanks, built-in telecommunications array, and best of all, it only needs 4 Space Corp atomic batteries per hour to function. So this summer, as you are enjoying Dad's skills on the grill, remember that the men and women of the U.S. Space Navy are protecting our great nation with Space Corp brand war suits.
One. We are back from the break. As we left our heroes, they were inside a space alien tram heading deeper into the spaceship that they have been so terribly dragged into by their space alien captors. As you travel through the corridors of this ship, I would like you guys to make a skill check. Let me grab my book here. I thought I had it in my notes. Anyway, let me see here. Brain skills would probably be what it is. Navigating. Yeah, you know what? You guys can take a look at your skills. If you think of anything that you want to do during this trip, let me know. But I would like you guys to make a navigation check. Yeah, navigate surface, I think. Or tracking, I think, would be two appropriate ones. You're traveling down corridors, making turns. You know, there's junctions and all sorts of stuff. You're passing weird looking doors, and it's starting to get harder and harder to remember the way back to your ship. So I'd like you guys to make those skills just to see if you'll be able to find your way back to the ship. If they drop, I mean, they're taking you somewhere, right? So they're gonna have to let you out of this cart eventually. And who knows? Maybe you'll be able to escape from wherever they take you. It would probably be helpful if you remembered where you were going.
Is there like signs or plaques with symbols as we go through, like saying like, "Oh, this way to this wing" or something like that? Not that I would be able to read it, but like
So
recognize
yeah,
symbols.
there are things with alien languages, and unfortunately, there's no like iconography, like, you know,
Okay.
you don't see like, you know, a steering wheel next to some words that might indicate like where the bridge is or something like that. It's all just alien language.
Okay.
Yes. So if you guys want to make any particular skill checks that you think would be useful right now, I'll tell you. There's one big fishy guy driving the car, and then there's two big fishy guys in the cart with you, with cattle prods, kind of like guarding everyone. The one that could speak English did not go with you. He peeled off and went up that giant glass tube that is in the hangar that you guys can see over on that side of the screen.
Okay. I would like to use technical know-how to examine this car and try to think of ways to disable it.
Okay.
And that's a 50 for me, and I succeed.
All right. Let me check my notes here.
There's got to be something I can mess up here.
I'll let you re-roll this. So in the module, it says any skills attempting to figure out Hydronaut tech are made at a -30 due to the alien nature of this tech.
I still succeed by 2 points.
Succeed. Okay. Well then, in that case, you study the fishy creature who is driving this cart, I guess, this little tram, and you figure out how this cart works. works.
I've eaten a lot of fish sticks. I think I understand their anatomy, Captain and crew.
Do you like fish sticks?
I do.
Let me see.
Do
Yes.
you like fish sticks in your mouth?
Yes. I mean, that is typically how one eats those breaded delicacies.
Okay, me too. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Just checking. Thank you.
Especially with copious amounts of thick white tartar sauce.
Same.
So I will say this: in order to disable this cart, you will need to get into the front of this machine. So you're currently being guarded by 2 dudes with cattle prods, and if let's delete that guy off of here, and we'll zoom in on this cart here. You can see it's kind of like a train, right? There's like a car in the front, and then you're like hooked on this little thing that's dragging behind it. So you'd have to somehow get out of the back seat and into the front in order to like wrestle with the guy or something to disable this cart. And you have, like I said, you have 2 guys with cattle prods trained on you, on the group, not you specifically. But I mean, there's one at the front and there's one at the back. So if you want to take a shot, like, by all means, go for it. I just want to let you know what the scene is.
Everybody, I think I know how to disable this thing if I can get into the front, but unfortunately, I will need a distraction. Benson, throw yourself off the cart. They will be confused at your ultimate sacrifice, and it may give me an opportunity. I can't guarantee it, but it might be worth a try.
I'm gonna need you to make a persuasion check if you want that to happen.
I really hope this cart is moving 3 miles an hour, and Benson's like, like rolls off.
He rolls an ankle. That's all he does.
It's like that scene in Austin Powers, right?
Yes.
So I have a 50 in
Chris,
persuade. I have a 50 in persuade intimidate. So I am staring down Benson like, Benson, this is everybody's best chance, and if you don't jump off the cart, I may just throw you myself.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I fail. I had a 50-50 shot.
Oh my god.
Alright. I'm gonna try to
Benson's
seduce.
clearly too much of a coward.
I'm gonna try to seduce
God
one
damn
of
it,
the
Benson.
guards.
This was our chance.
Guards?
I'm gonna
Okay,
I'm gonna stare longingly into his eyes as he keeps that taser pointed to my
And
chest.
this is like
This is
Little Mermaid rules. You
also-
don't need voice, you just need body language.
Yeah, I just push my chest out a little further towards his taser, just full shoulders back and just presenting. You just hear the Space Corp uniform leather straining like that little.
God.
This is how Fran became queen of the slavers, is really what this is.
So
It's your origin
I will
story.
say, while you're not wrong about the body language thing, they're also so alien that just like you're probably physically repulsed by them, they also don't find you very attractive either.
Strangely,
this
find
score
them
will
intoxicating.
also be like anything regarding the aliens, figuring them out or trying to persuade them. In this case, I know that there is a detriment to this. I don't know where it is in my notes, but for the sake of brevity, I'm just gonna say, just like the tech was being a -30, this is gonna be a -30 to your skill check for you to do.
Okay,
this.
I'm doing the
got this.
reroll Terror Jean gave me. Okay, yeah, I failed. I have only a 50.
When in doubt, go with -30. Yeah, see, I'm picking up on this stuff. I'm getting it. I'm getting there.
So
even with
Dr.
the reroll.
Abstracto would like to use his alien physiological theory
Okay.
to observe the aliens to see if he can deduce anything that would be of use.
Okay. Sure.
Oh, I got a fucking perfect.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Is that
Nice.
also one of your 0 scores or 0 skills? Because you did get a 0 there.
No, it's not one of my 0 skills.
Dang.
Still.
Gotcha. 10 a bit hard. -10 is a bit harder than usual. -30 is significantly harder, and -40 is crazy hard. Got it. So
I'm a -40 in my pants at all times.
So you said that's a critical hit?
Yep.
All right, so I'll give you guys, I'll give you a bit of a rundown of what I know of these creatures, just off the top of my head here. You do know that the thing that you saw before was definitely a half-breed, half human, half whatever these things are. So
I like it. I like it.
silver lining here, this universe has humans.
And fishmen fucking fuck.
I was gonna say the silver
Alright.
lining is that the fishmen can be wooed.
You can assume that for now because they're covered in giant bulky spacesuits. You don't know what their sex organs are like to know if this was created organically or if it was created in a lab.
Tiny
but
breaded fish sticks.
you know at least somehow, either through futuristic science of the year 2000, or either they may just be genetically compatible with humans. Who knows? You don't know that. You'd have to get a lot more up close and personal with these things, but just visual. You do know that yes, indeed, their helmets are filled with water. They breathe water. These things. The hybrid didn't have like a helmet on, so the hybrids can breathe air, but they also had gills. You think they're probably amphibious. These things, you're positive they need to breathe water. They also need to like be in water, it seems. If you're trying to match the skill score on a sheet, modified skill score. It's automatic. And matter what your chance of success the dice.
Cool. That's cool. I like that.
Nice. So that's what you're learning about these guys right now. Also, because you're studying these guys very closely, both you and Flash, I'll say this,
Are lovers.
well, maybe, but that's
Flash never met something that he doesn't want. No,
that's TBD, to be determined.
I like how Fran was the one who said I'm gonna romance everything, and I feel like that was cue for everyone else to be like, I'm a fuck. Like that was like
Give it time.
It's just a
Right,
crew
but
of
Fran.
it's just a full crew of Captain Kirks. Everybody's getting jiggy with the aliens.
I don't Captain shirk my duties of fornicating everywhere I go.
I'll also say, because both of you were studying the alien creatures, you know that they have some kind of remote control device that opens and closes the giant like metal gates that are like that you're passing through that seem to like separate like the hangar from the hallways. Different hallways, like different sections, there's various these like giant shuttered kind of garage door looking things. And you see that as you come up to one, they've got a little handheld like little box. It's got 2 buttons on it and a little like antenna with like a little ball at the end. It's a real simple remote control.
It's my favorite kind of antenna.
But Benson was not intimidated to jump off this thing. And you guys keep heading down the hallways. You're traveling for a significant amount of time, long enough for you guys to study your surroundings and learn what you've learned so far. But eventually you are taken to a large cavernous chamber. It's dark in there. You can't, as you're pulled in, even with the light, the dim light from these kind of wet, the hallways are kind of wet. There's like everything's kind of damp in the interior of this ship. There's kind of rust forming. There's like weird algae like and moss growing on the walls. You might even have seen like a rather large, for lack of a better term, an ROUS, a rodent of unusual size, Kind of rodent-like. You're not sure. There's like bone spurs growing out of its body, and like bits of its flesh seem to be like falling off. It's disturbing. But from your taxonomy of the world that you used to know, the closest thing you could think of is like this is maybe
The story of a
a
girl.
rat. A rat the size of like a Labrador or like a golden retriever, like a medium-sized dog. It doesn't look like a real world rat, like it's all mutated and fucked up. But that's like the closest that you could think of, right? Is like some kind of rodent.
Everybody, it's dark, deep, cavernous, and wet. I have experience here. Stand behind me.
Oh,
As
my
you
God.
and so as you enter this dark, big chamber, you kind of like your eyes are adjusting to the dark. You're like looking up. It's so dark you can't even see the ceiling. There's shadowy, giant like you can't quite make out what it is, but there's like all these like objects kind of like lined up, sort of semi-organized within this area, and they take you in. They do kind of a little bit of a loop so that the cart is facing back out towards the hallway, and then they start poking at you with the cattle prods. They're not turned on, but they're pushing you, trying to get you guys to like get out of the cart. Do you comply, or do you put up a fight, or
I comply.
All right, Fran gets out of the car. Benson's gonna follow. Ashton's gonna follow as well.
Captain, should we push Benson into the invaders and use him as a distraction?
I was actually thinking about tripping Benson, just tripping him, but I guess pushing him into the invaders makes a lot of sense.
No,
So
Captain, I think you're right. You trip him, and then I'll get ready to punch.
perfect. I try to trip Benson.
Okay. Fisticuffs. Give us a fisticuffs check.
I have a fancy footwork macro. If I could roll that one, I don't actually have that.
That was
So-
a lie.
I failed, but only by a little bit.
If you have a 0 die, you can turn that failure into a success.
I do, and I'm going to. I use one of my 2 0 dice to turn that into a success.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, so you're gonna trip Benson. He is off
Yeah.
balance and looking like he is going.
We know his
to-
mental state, but what does he do when she gets tripped?
Damn.
So I don't know if you still want to try and push him now that he's off balance, like into one of the aliens, but he looks like he's just gonna go face first into the ground. Like he's gonna fall out of the cart and like break his nose on the ground, probably.
I mean, that's appealing.
It is. I'm conflicted
Like
as well,
a banana.
Captain.
I would say I would trip him and then maybe like then try and do my trip in a way that he does move in a certain direction.
Okay.
Maybe. So maybe yes,
What
a
is
push,
that-
I
what is
guess,
that
unless I
certain
can't
direction?
push him as well.
Well,
Into
the original,
the
what I
cattle-prodders.
thought the original plan was that you would trip and Flash would push.
I thought so too, but
No.
Flash wasn't saying anything about pushing, and so I was
No.
like, okay, I guess I push too.
So I thought we were okay. I thought you were gonna
Did I
trip into him, and then I was
miss-
gonna punch him.
Do it.
Uh,
Go ahead. Yeah,
oh, that you
that
were
works.
gonna punch the alien. I see.
Yeah,
I
after
thought you were
he was
gonna-
tripped into.
I thought you said you were gonna punch Benson.
No, I was said because
Okay.
I said push originally, and you said trip, and I was like, trip's better. I'll
You know
punch
what?
him once.
Let's just do a trip and see if we can get their attention with the trip. So we trip
Okay.
him.
Fair enough. You trip him.
He breaks his nose.
He falls.
Thank God.
He's not very agile. He smashes his face off.
Off. His
Yeah,
face is
just off. Just completely off. He smashes his face off his body.
I'm dead.
He picks it up, much like the Joker in Scott Snyder's run of the New 52. He straps it back onto his face. Straps his face back onto his head. No, he smashes his face off the ground, and the aliens are a little distracted. What you're hearing is sort of like a inside of their helmet. You think they might be laughing? You're not quite sure.
While they're laughing, this is our chance, crew. Each of us take one. And I'm going to run up to the closest one and try to... I'm hoping it's the same one that I've punched in the nards in the bowl a couple times. And I'm going to try to just gut punch him as hard as possible.
All right.
Oh, I barely miss.
57. You miss. They see you tried to do this and immediately turn on the cattle prods.
God damn it.
They are now going to, I guess, try and push you off of the thing with the cattle prod, but they do not hit you either. Because, well, you know, this is a hover car and it's not very stable in here. That said, there are 3 of them still here, and they do all have weapons. I mean, if you want to keep trying to fight, we can roll for initiative, but that I will leave up to you guys.
I start laughing and put my hand on one of the shoulders of the other fishmen and laugh alongside them with Benson. I'm like, right? He's great.
We're not so unlike you and I. Building camaraderie.
Yep, this is the moment where I try to get them to understand me.
We both hate Benson equally.
You can make a persuasion check at a -30 to your skill
Sure,
check
why
to
not?
see if you can befriend this guy.
Persuade leadership?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, because otherwise it's bluff or bargain for me. Oh, I pass.
All right.
That's my 0 skill too. It's one of my 0 skills.
For the briefest of moments, you and this alien join in laughter at the unfortunate turn of events that Benson has suffered falling into the ground. After a few moments of laughter, the alien does sort of he's not forceful. It's hard. You can think of these guys similarly to, but not quite the same as the Vogons from Hitchhiker's Guide. They're kind of crass. They're not very, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not like super nice about how they do anything to begin with, but like
Cool.
you find that you've shared this moment and he tries to get you off the cart a little bit nicer than he may have if you hadn't shared this moment.
Go like this. I go, watch this. Wait a second. And then I go to help Benson up, and then I slap him in the face.
I start laughing.
So just be clear, you're getting out of the cart to do this.
Yeah, I'm getting out of the cart. I'm getting out of the cart.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think
I mean, that was a Vogon conclusion.
I think the only 2 people still in the cart are Abstracto.
I'm gonna
and
befriend.
Flash,
I'm gonna
right?
befriend this dude or lady.
Frank, because you jumped out of the cart, didn't you, Fran? Yeah.
Yes.
So it's Abstracto and I that's left.
Yeah,
Okay.
Abstracto and you are still in the cart. And they're starting to get a little bit impatient.
Dr. Abstracto crab walks out of the cart.
Weird. Okay. They respect it.
I witness all of my compatriots exit the cart, and there's only one thing left that I can do in this moment.
Slap Benson.
And I leap from the cart, and I deliver a people's elbow onto the middle of Benson's back.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
They didn't react to me slapping him, so I
No.
don't know if you're gonna get anything from it.
It did seem like it endeared you to torture Benson with them, and we need every advantage we
thought
can
so.
get, Captain.
You jump off. Benson's like on his hands and knees trying to stand up. You just slam him back into the ground. You hear the fish people kind of laugh a little bit more as the engines rev up and the ship leaves this darkened chamber and the doors shut. You are left here in a darkened room, and as your eyes adjust, you start to see these giant shapes come into focus through the darkness. There's a little bit of ambient light. There's some glowing moss and things in the walls. Every once in a while, a giant like flame burst comes up through some grates in the floor, lighting up the room. And in those brief moments, I mean, it's really bright after your eyes adjust to the dark, but you can kind of make out these giant things, this machinery, drills, giant like things that look like mine carts. There seems to be construction equipment, specifically mining equipment, in this area. And between on the far side of this storage area, you can see between two of the giant mine carts. I'm talking big. They're like the size of like, I don't know, like a 1-story building. Like they're tall, massive things on these giant tank treads. And between two of them are some like tarps set up. And from out of the looming darkness, you see a fairly attractive young girl in a ripped up, sort of like primitive person's tunic, kind of like, like a female version of Tarzan, like a little loincloth kind of thing. And just as we come to the end of our session, she says, who are you? Tune in next time, everybody, as we'll hear Ensign Benson say, hubba hubba. Thank you all for playing with me. Let's go around the table once again. Let them know where they can find you during the week. What do you do? Substances used.
Well, I, during the week, will try to stream various retro JRPG titles. Right now I'm playing through Chrono Cross. You can also find me playing through Vandal Hearts and maybe some Dead by Daylight at some point soon. Also, you can find me in other friends' streams doing D&D throughout the week, like Steam Steel Murder, Featherfall Tabletop, and here. Yeah, that's it.
Hell yeah. Let's shoot it over to Frenden.
Hi, I'm Frenden. You can't find me. I don't exist. I'm a figment of your imagination. It's like a bad episode of The Twilight Zone with no narrative hook or payoff. Actually, I just make tabletop art for a living, and you can see me do that most weekdays on Twitch, in games with the likes of Jen, Dion, Abstracto, and Jeff here, and other folks, because I make things for tabletop. I play tabletop. I spend the money I make making things for tabletop on tabletop, and I'm about to pass up on top of this table.
I like it. Jentendo, let them know what you do and where they can find you.
I am known to play Animal Crossing, the Automaton, and Resident Evil on my channel, twitch.tv/Jentendo. Oh, and I pour dice there too.
Nice. And maybe if you're lucky, you can see her play the ocarina as well, because I know she has one.
It's true.
I need to relearn how to play that. I used to know how to play Morning is Broken by Cat Stevens, but I don't anymore.
Ooh.
But speaking of cats, Abstracto, let them know where they can find you and possibly your cat.
So you can find me and both my cats on Twitch. I'll be streaming tomorrow, actually, at midnight Central Time. I'll be doing a charity stream for the Rainbow Raiders. It's a charity for the Trevor Group, or the Trevor Project, I think it's called. And
Heck yeah.
I'll be drawing some stuff, which is usually what I do on my streams anyway. I've also been considering streaming Star Trek Online, because it's one of the few games I still enjoy. And other than that, I do schoolwork and I take care of feline.
I like it. I like it. And guys, if you like how I DM and all that good stuff and want to spend more time here with me during the week, I know I've been hit or miss, but I've got some projects I'm trying to get back. Also, bless you, Trey. I'm trying to get back into my normal schedule of Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, doing comic book art here on this channel. We have channel point rewards. You guys almost made drama time this week, so come hang out with me during the week. Get those channel points so that we can do some drama time. And yeah, I'm gonna be drawing some comic book pages. I got a lot of comic book projects coming up. I'm gonna be shifting my focus almost exclusively into comics heading up, except for the Saturday TTRPG nights. So if you haven't already, if you've been lurking, drop a follow here. I've linked to other people's streams, but if you want to follow me on the internet, you can do so on the socials. And I just started a mailing list, so if you want to get updates about the comics and if you miss some streams, we're going to be doing a Kickstarter later this year. So if you want information about that, you can join the mailing list. But that is it for us here today. We are going to raid into the Rainbow Raiders, raising money for the Trevor Project. They are up to 2,080 of the goal of $1,000, but we're trying to get that well above our goal. So please stick around. If you can, please give. And we'll see you back here for episode 3 next week at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Moby was taken, so I chose this. Thank you for the follow. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.